Uh, Hello and welcome back to Varsity Network. This is our first game of the HSEL Majors Fall. Starting off with Overwatch here, and we're going to be rolling into Rocket League after this. We're going to shortly come back to you right as the game starts. And we're going to be having on the blue side, we're going to be playing with HCH Panthers, and on the red side, Mr. H eSports red side, and we're going to be playing on Assault Escort on Hollywood first, coming up in about 1 or 2 minutes.
Welcome to Hollywood.
Give us quite a little bit of trouble here. We have a little bit of technical difficulties. We have the teams on the wrong sides. Give us one moment. We'll start the game right back up again.
Welcome to Hollywood.
And everything should be good to go. Now we're heading right back into it. Switching sides, just a little bit of misconception that we had HCS wanting defense and accidentally put them on attack first. But everything should be good to go. We're going live into the game now.
Well, I'm not paying you for your acting ability. Let's get moving!
Green across the board. I'm ready for action.
Let's shoot for a new high score!
Let's show them what we can do.
I'll be busy soon enough.
Alright, getting into it. We got 5 seconds here as the blue team is about to unfold with their very basic 2-2-2 strategy with 2 tanks, 2 supports, 2 damage dealers. And the red side coming in with 3 damage dealers, 1 tank, 1 healer. Very weird comp indeed. Most people go for a stand 2-2 death ball. She can go here into the choke, does some decent poke. Nothing crazy gonna happen yet, hopefully.
1,200
DPI. As
DPI.
far as and blue side already got a pick. They'll start trickling the red right now. This is very bad for the red team.
No taking the point!
Trish is trying to get in the back line, trying to get a trickle. Only gonna get a few pokes, she's not gonna do anything much chip damage right now. Blue team holding a solid defense on the choke right now. Red gets keeping him picked, if this is gonna be any good. Oh, Red got another, we just got another triple on the red team right here. This red team is really trickled yet, trying to push in the choke. Blue's holding the choke very swell. I have no idea what they're doing, trying to push right now. And it's another pick from the blue side. But Mercy is doing resurrected work. Oh, another pick from the blue side. Blue's just holding this point really well. They got get rid of that far in the sky. Winston. He's off in the high noon. Oh, Blue's just holding this point very well. Oh my god. Red team not really doing anything. I don't know how much not much of an impact here. But We are gonna see that the Fire and the Junkrat both have their ults ready on the blue side, ready for this defense if Red decides to go with a hard push. Not getting a whole lot right now. There's a Fire ult just for the pick. Didn't quite find it. Just getting chip damage right now on the blue. The Red Dragon actually finds the pick on the Fire. Are they gonna push on it and capitalize? Reinhardt Earthshatter only found one. Devo able to take Fire and stop this Reinhardt. The Reinhardt's down on blue side. This is Red team's time to just push in and destroy the defensive point right now. But blue's just holding this point so well. I don't know if Red could do anything about this. They even trickled and just separated right now. Looks like both teams are just gonna head back and try to reset right now, just throw some chip damage. Wow, actually, Winston went by himself towards blue shield. That was really dumb. Now the Red side's down a tank and they're down DPS. I don't know what Red's doing here. Blue's just completely all in the point right now. I don't know how Red's gonna push one bit at all. Losing their tank and damage. They're just gonna stay trickled like this. They have to go back and reset. Red team's about ready to reset. Going in Devo, see if they can make this push up work for blue. Devo not finding anything. Here comes the Fall ult. Fall barely finds Reinhardt. Here comes that high noon. Oh, and that's a wipe. Oh my god, that was absolutely enormous. We got the triple kill. This is Red's point. Hopefully he's gonna have a reset and set back on the next choke coming in on the general store. See what they could do.
The objective is mine. Locked by the dragon. Let the dragon consume.
Oh, Red looking for more getting. Oh my god, trickling the blue team from the two healers and a tank. Not sure what the blue team is thinking there. Just trickling the key components of the composition here. The payload's just gonna get free pushed almost halfway towards the checkpoint. Devo also getting picked as well. Blue team is just completely spread out right now from this Winston.
Could you at least stand in frame?
As we see the red team's back reset on the payload. Blue's trying to group up. Winston goes right back in, already trying to get some chip damage, maybe get a triple kill right here. But Junkrat right above him gets the pick, doesn't matter, but he gets to resurrect, that's pretty big. See if Junkrat getting that pick, if he gets picked right now, it's gonna be bad for the blue side. Winston coming in with the ult, Diva with the ult as well, but that was tossed the wrong way actually. I don't know what that was. Pretty funny. Winston's still in here, still trying to split them up. Just an absolute skirmish right now. Nothing's coming out of it. Complete mayhem right now. Ooh, Fire with the double kill on the both the supports. Blue's got to be careful. Blue's just gonna get absolutely tripled right now. Losing their healers and their tanks too. Oh my god, Red about wiped them. Basically even just trickled itself to the suicide. All they're really trying to do is get some last minute ticks, but this is gonna be Red's payload on this checkpoint for the taking. Oh, Reinhardt with a massive 3-man Earthshatter. There's not enough follow-up. Oh, picking people. Nah, there wasn't enough follow-up for the Reinhardt Earthshatter at the time. But it's enough to hold him right here. Red's checkpoint, see if we can pull it back. Complete mayhem right now, just doing chip damage, hopefully looking for some big play. We should drop his ult, but hopefully for Blue to survive a little bit longer. That's 3 kills Blue got. Looks like Blue's gonna be able to hold this point. Diva's dead. That is alright, that was an easy wipe. Red needs to go back and reset.
60 seconds remaining.
And if any of you are new to Overwatch or haven't played recently, Mercy has had a change recently where she can now direct players every so often. It was a recent change where it's not her ultimate no longer, if you guys are wondering about that. Wow, Junkrat actually was in the general saloon all by himself. When he's gonna come out, she's gonna come out of the saloon and try to get these picks and split them up. Both healers are down from the blue side. Blue has no sustain and need to be careful about what they're doing right now. Here comes Hanzo ult from red side. Gonna find more of the blue team. I don't know if blue team can do this with only 2 tanks and a Junkrat. Here comes the Diva ult though. Is it gonna be enough? Oh, that was a massive riptide and a triple kill. Hopefully that Is that gonna save the point? That is 5 kills from Junkrat total. Wow, that was quite the play. Right at the last second too, to make sure Red doesn't get another play. So the first round's gonna go to blue team. That was absolutely massive from Jaws, the Junkrat player from blue side. Getting a 3-man riptide into 2 more kills for a 5-piece. That was
Switching sides.
Red takes round 1, and now we're gonna switch sides here and see how well Red could do on attack now. So it looks like blue side's gonna go a standard 2 tank 1 healer, 3 damage DPS. Most people do this when they're trying to look for just running quick picks, no more of that death ball. So it's gonna be 2 tank 1 healer, 3 DPS. Pretty good composition for attacking, but Red side's gonna go a pretty hard defense with both Bastion and Symmetra. Instead of having a second support, hopefully they have enough damage and setup. If blue team just comes in here steamroll and gets rid of the defense, this could be disastrous for Red. And as we see, they're going to set up the Bastion up in the cafe with the Reinhardt Hanzo. They're most likely going to have Symmetra set up in the choke in the security room. Yes, they are. Hopefully this is going to be enough to defend against blue team.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
And round 2 has now begun. Doors are open. Blue team's on their way to go through red team's massive defense hold. See if they can, what they have. So Zarya's gonna walk in the security room. We'll look up for the car wash device for Symmetra. And that's a free pick on the Zarya already. I'm sure Blue side's not gonna respond to the amazing weird defense strategies. Oh, actually, Lucia walks right in the security room and kills himself too. And they found the Mercy. Blue only got 3 members right now. Trying to push the point. All damage is D.Va's out of her mech. I don't know what they're gonna do here. They need to reset. As far as almost dead. And she's dead. Bastion got a pick. Oh, Junkrat got a pick on Symmetra. It's not gonna mean much. Yeah, 2 members of the blue team split off on the side. And they're trying to regroup, but they keep trickling. They keep coming in one by one. This isn't so good for blue right now. Blue shield lobbed me on the side with Zarya. Trying to get behind to the Bastion. Zarya's being caught out right now all by itself in the cafe. Is this going to be enough for her to resurrect the Bastion? The Bastion's back up. Zarya's pick. Blue side once again just trickled up. Not grouped up at 6. And they're going to keep getting these free picks and hold the defense with the Bastion. He comes forward trying to find the pick on the Bastion. Just going to get shot out of there. Once again, free pick. Red side's got a teleporter up now. I have no idea how Blue's gonna be able to push this. They're just letting this Bastion just steamroll them.
Enemy teleporter located.
D.Va's trying to get this teleporter in the cafe with Hanzo. Having a scrap here with the Hanzo, but not really doing much. She's just gonna slightly try to do some damage and some ult gain, and she got picked as well. Blue side is still gonna try to push this 5 though. On the corner of this building. Ooh, that was a good bubble by Zarya. Lucio stays alive. Oh, Hanzo uses ult. Ooh, kills Lucio right before he could drop the ult. Oh my god, Matt, that was good. That was a good wipe there for red team, completely destroying the blue team again. Stopping the Lucio there from his ult, that was actually pretty massive, sending the ult game back to that. And here they are, just trickling right back in. The Symmetra going ham for these 3 picks right now. This is gonna reset and try to regroup to push up around this choke. They need to reset as the trickling is just destroying them right now. Zarya's gonna try to push security room and get a secret microwave again from Symmetra. And Fire just got picked again. That's a trickle. They're getting 5v6. They need to reset as they only have 1 more minute to push this against the Bastion Symmetra. Mind you that the teleporter is still up too. Mercy went up for the res. Mercy can get picked up. No. Oh, that was actually really good. Lucio finding the headshot. Cheeky headshot on Symmetra. Lucio just dropped it. Oh, good. Counter Earthshatter from Reinhardt. Ooh, far. Oh, God. Jaws with another massive Riptide triple kill. This is twice now he did this. They need to take down that TP though. After he's gonna have all of them. Jaws massive damage incoming. They took down the teleporter, but it was enough. Bastion came in doing the tank configuration, but absolutely destroying the blue team right now. This is their last push. They only have a Reinhardt and Lucio. Reinhardt's down. It's only Lucio. Lucio needs to go back and tax his team to reset, or else this is gonna be over for the blue side. Lucio's waiting for his team to regroup to one more final push. They've only got 8 seconds. The high noon from the Kree. That's a free double pick on the far end. Jaws goes down from the Haunter era. The whole blue team's dead. It's only this Lucio. Can he hold it? Probably not. And that's red side getting the win on the defense. That's 2-1 for red. What HCHS Panthers on the red side win this first game on Hollywood, but definitely have to give it to Jaws doing two massive triple kill Riptires, absolutely clutching the game for his blue side, but wasn't enough. So we're going to load into our second game here on Hanamura, and I'll see you then. So as we are setting up the next round into Hanamura, I want to touch the subjects there. That was actually a very interesting comp decision, but the defense team having the Bastion and the Symmetra was very risky. If the blue team had picked the Winston, they might have been able to just absolutely go through the defenses and get the microwaves out from the Symmetra. But once again, the TP kept bringing in Bastion, and Mercy with her new resurrect change being able to res Bastion, that was honestly a really hard push for blue. I think they're gonna need to think about redoing some of their compositions and strategies here, because red side looks like they're gonna keep pulling out cheeky defensive strategies. But once again, I want to really restate Jaws. That was massive plays by Jaws on the blue side on that Junkrat. Hopefully we get to see a Junkrat again and do some more massive plays. We're gonna start loading up here into Hanamura, our second game. Currently, right now, one win for AHCH Panthers against a Mr. HS eSports right now. And as we see, red already starting off with a Winston Lucio Diva. This is a popular strategy for the first point of Hanamura. They're going to speed in straight through the doorway and try to rush the point for an easy point take, as the first point is very hard to defend. But the blue team is going to pick the Bastion again to try to hold this. They just really like doing this Bastion Mercy duo strategy to just, when Bastion dies, she could just res him and then it's just restart the mayhem of Bastion. I don't know if it's going to be enough with Winston and speed boost by Lucio with supporting damage of Junket. This looks like a really good composition from red side, but it looks like blue really loves their Bastion, so I can't wait to see what's going to happen here.
Time to accelerate.
Well, I suppose I'll be catching you up, as usual.
And the gates are open. The red's coming right in. Let's see if they're gonna do this strategy of just speed boosting right through the door. And here comes the wrapping around the corner. They're coming to the door. Looks like they're just throwing some chip poke damage. They see that they have the Bastion again. Winston throws on the shield. Winston jumps in. Everyone's trying to loop around the left right now so they can get it through the back line and infiltrate the Bastion. but they need to wait for this. Lucio Winston's picked out all by himself, gets actually dead. Kill, that's the first kill for blue side, picking out the Winston that's actually key right there. Not sure what happened to farther. She just kind of fell off the side of the map. I guess she forgot she didn't have enough fuel. Here comes Lucio speeding in, trying to get through the corridor, but this Bastion is just holding it too hard with the Reinhardt. Blue side, remarkable defense here for not letting the Lucio and the tanks just rampage him through. But they're giving time for Torbjorn to set up his turret on this side. Jaws just found a sneaky pick with his grenades. Blue right now looking like they're holding an amazing defense against Red. Not sure what Red's trying to do. Split up the defense, splitting up their push like this. Oh, and they got the Bastion. Here's the strategy. Just res the Bastion. It's just gonna restart again. Winston's in the point trying to split them up. Where's the rest of the Winston? Winston needs to go and fall up to Winston. The Winston's dead. They're just gonna get sat at the choke. Really good defense from Blue once again with their Bastion strategy. Reinhardt finding the Diva. Mercy Resin Diva, see what happened, Mercy's dead. That's the trickle right there. They're gonna have delayed respawns. They need to reset right now. They just killed Diva again. Now it's a very trickle respawn. It's gonna be about end part, so this is gonna be going in as 3-man pushes once again, 1 by 1, or I should say 2 by 2, 3 by 3. Just coming in trickle. Junkrat and Lucio on the right trying to find something by themselves. Not sure what they'll find. They got a McCree pick. That's alright. That's not enough though. They got the Roadhog, it doesn't matter where he's just getting these picks back up. This is a really hard defense. They need to get this Mercy and they need to get this Bastion before they can do anything. Mercy actually trying to challenge a Torbjorn, actually gets the kill on Torbjorn as well. That's pretty surprising in the tournament. Oh, the Roadhog hook pick actually hooked the Bastion. That was a very good pick. This is the Bastion with Mercy though. Jaws with Ripjaw only finds one. Sorry, Bastion goes in tank mode, but he's trying to clutch it. This doesn't look good for Blue as Red just dropped the beat. They're all still together. Blue's lost their tank, their healer, and their Bastion. This looks like just an easy wipe and easy take for Red side right here. As expected, the first point of Hanuma, always hard to take, really hard, but Blue did hold it for a long time, so that's a good amount of time actually being stalled there, so on the second point was long. Torbjorn wasting his ult here, I'm not too sure why, trying to see if he can get a random pick. Nope, just delayed his respawn. If Red pushes in right now, it's 6v5, they might be able to have this with the Roadhog ultimate and the Mercy ultimate. They just need to find the pick. So Red's gonna loop around towards the top right of the dojo, trying to go on the hang. Let's see if Roadhog get the hook. Nope, didn't quite find the pick he'd like. So Red team, Blue team is staying again with the same cheeky Bastion strategy. Red team is gonna hopefully look for the picks they want and they need. But right here, we see Red trying to go through the small tight corridors of the stairway. I'm not too sure why. Earth Shatter from Reinhardt finds two of them. And Diva and Lucio. Diva uses their ult. See if she can find one. She got Hanzo. Not quite enough. Storm. Mercy res right back on Lucio, but Lucio dead again. I actually don't know why they would use their ultimates. Blue cleaning them up. Red didn't find much but one pick on Hanzo, and now Red team doesn't have Diva ult. It's gonna be a really hard push to just be able to get. They're not gonna reach this Bastion unless they use their Junkrat ultimate to take out Mercy and Bastion at the same time. This is gonna be a really hard push. Blue only has to hold for 3 more minutes. Junkrat in the top right, just drawing cheeky bomb, trying to find a pick. Actually gets picked himself, but that's alright. Mercy Resurrection. Make sure these picks aren't too valuable right here. As they're just trying to push in the top right, but they're not letting them. Look at this Symmetra coming in from behind. Is she gonna get this pick? She's going way deep. She did not find anything. She actually just walked up and tried to get something here. Let's see if Red team. Oh, sorry that my mic went off for the second part. Oh, Red team dropping down the Lucio. They're speeding in with the Symmetra pick. Hopefully they can do that and push comes up. Bastion goes, uses his ult, absolutely putting massive damage with a triple kill on his ult. Oh my god, Bastion's even BMing with his voice line. Wow. That was such such a good play by Bastion there. Absolutely clutching it for the blue team with massive damage up there and getting a 4-piece for them. Junkrat, I'm not too sure what he's doing up here. He's just kind of throwing some damage in there. He's going to get trickled once again. Not too sure what they're doing. They need to stay grouped if they want to win this.
Let's
group up here. The shield generator.
Red team coming and looping right back around, trying to get on the top right balcony again, trying to see if the same push will work this time. McCree's on the right hand side trying to find a pig. Junkrat already getting killed by the Bastion. Red had like no consistent damage. Junkrat is down and there's only Sombra and Reaper. Sombra's not the main damage. Sombra getting on the flank trying to get the Bastion. Hacked him, not gonna find the pig. Red team destroyed the shield generator thinking it might be enough. But the Bastion and the Turbo just absolutely ripping their team. This Bastion strategy is huge for the blue team. Bastion finally died from the Lucio. Here comes the Riptide on the right side all by itself. Oh, and there's the Riptide. Not sure what they were thinking there. Just sending in the Riptide alone after Red had been all decided and gone. So Blue's just gonna come back out, reset again, and see if Red can do something for their final push. Not too sure what Red's gonna do here. They only have a minute. They don't have any ultimates. They've switched up the comp back to Winston.
60 seconds remaining.
Oh, Sombra going back on the point all by herself, trying to flex in. Here comes the D.Va. Oh, just Reinhardt just missed turning his shield, letting the D.Va get the triple kill. Junkrat finding the Bastion. Hanzo has to be good. Hanzo finds Lucio, not much. There's not anything he'll do. They only have 3 up right now. It seems like here comes the Death Box from Reaper trying to clear them all the blue team off. Blue's got High Noon back into a 2-man Earth Shadow. Reinhardt looks like he's clearing it up. It's only D.Va. It's not going to be enough. Here comes Sombra again. He's not really doing much. Putting into the chip damage. Here comes Winston to help out in the fight for the contest from the last tick. See how I think they're just going to play contest game here at this point. They're not going to be grouped. They have their Bastion back up. This is not going to go well for blue side.
Clock's ticking. Attack! Attack!
It looks like blue has sealed the deal. Wait, here comes Red with one last contesting push. No, they're just trickling in here. This isn't gonna work. Sombra with the EMP, just a little too late. Maybe needed in the last team fight to push.
Complete.
And Mr. HS eSports takes the first round on defense on Hanamura.
0-1. Switching sides.
And now it looks like on defense they're going to decide to do the same strategy as them, pick up the Symmetra, pick up the Bastion, but they're going to need a Mercy if they're going to want to replicate the same strategy as well, because if they just pick this Bastion, they don't have the Mercy for the Resurrection. This is going to be an easy push for Blue. Blue actually going 4 damage dealers. Very interesting here with only a Mercy, no Lucio for the speed on the choke, and just D.Va for solo tanking. They're definitely going to look to get 1-1 man-v-man trades here. I'm not too sure how this is going to work out for Blue. Blue's comp not looking so hot, with Red's comp looking at a full defensive comp with Symmetra, Orisa, Reinhardt, and Bastion. They're going to do a full protect the Bastion comp right here. Really hope this Bastion's going to work. Looks like they picked up the Mercy because they realize they're going to need the Resurrection for him if the whole team's going to play around this Bastion. Not too sure what Blue is gonna do with 5 damage. Actually, they switched Tracer for Widowmaker. They're taking 2 snipers and Junkrat. They're really looking for these picks, but it's not gonna be enough to rip through the Orisa and Reinhardt shield. Really wondering what they're gonna do here.
You needed a doctor?
It's a very interesting strategy with these Bastions and Mercies coming out now with the recent Mercy changes. But let's see how Blue decides to hopefully push this. As the gates come down, they're going to come up and hopefully find a pick if they like it. And Widowmaker already scoped looking for the free pick. Not gonna find it. The red team knows what they're gonna do. Widowmaker just walked into the point all by herself, got picked out. Not sure what that was all about. Blue team is already being trickled with the 5v6 in this situation. Looks like Junkrat's in. He put himself in the point. He's behind the team trying to get something. But the blue team finds the Orisa kill. Mercy flies in support the Junkrat. Junkrat's trying to splash the damage to break the shield. He breaks the shield. He's in. He finds a cheeky Sacrifice kill on Lucio. This is actually pretty big. Symmetra coming up pretty big here, just stopping that. Blue team's coming in with the rest of them to hopefully push us out. Symmetra though, killing 3 members of the blue team. Gotta love that left click hold, am I right? Coming in with a 4th kill too. Symmetra holding this point very well. So if red team can regroup before blue can get here, this might be the end right here. Blue's coming in fast. Blue trying to get a snipe right now. They're starting to move in here. They need to get there quick before the rest of the red team comes. The Bastion's not there. This is going to be really good for the blue team right now. So, wow, Farah just flew right into the Symmetra turrets again. And here come the blue team coming in. They need to get this Symmetra. This Symmetra is just all over them. These tanks doing a really good job of holding the blue team away. The blue team has been in their face, getting some picks, not quite finding the right ones. Symmetra's still alive. Right here, this is just mayhem right now. Reinhardt with 2 kills here. Wow, Bastion didn't find any kills with his ultimate as well. Far in the corner, trying to hide. She got the kill on Bastion. At least with the resurrection, but they have a Symmetra teleporter. Not too sure what Blue's gonna do. And now Far is picked and trickled once again. Not too sure how Blue's gonna get this with Symmetra teleporter being up and still having 6 charges right now. Only got a minute and 45. They might need to readjust their composition here. That was a good last push though, as they were finding the proper picks. Got Bastion, got Mercy, we got the Symmetra early. Red can't be letting this Junkrat just slip in the corner and just splash damage on their shields. Their shields are breaking. Once again, this Junkrat. This Junkrat is just absolutely putting the damage onto them. Blue team needs to. Blue team doing the Devo, dropping the Lucio beat. Let's see what's gonna happen here. Devo finds one. Junkrat finds the tank. They're taking the support from Red are dead right now. Symmetra trying to get some cheeky kills. Got 2 for their beam. Once again, Mercy with the double resurrection from her ult. Ultimate Hanzo shooting the ultimate back. Blue team finding the wipes right here. Is this it for blue team? As there's only 2 more red members, they need to get this Bastion Symmetra out of here. Symmetra just walking around them for free, getting these kills with their left click. No one's doing anything about it. Symmetra, that's 2 kills for Symmetra. 3 for Symmetra. McCree finally with the high noon, got the Symmetra. Bastion gonna do the last hold for what that team is right now to regroup. Is he gonna get this McCree? He misses the melee attack. This is quite the funniest thing I've ever seen. McCree just got this Bastion. Wow, I'm not too sure what that Bastion is doing. Red team trying to make a last effort of holding this. Orisa's dead, there's not much they can do. Mercy's back, resurrected. There's only going to be about 3 of them. They really need to do a last minute hold here. Not looking like it's going to happen. Reinhardt with the pin, trying to knock some people away. Doesn't find much. Blue team's wiping. They put down a shield generator. Interesting, not a teleporter. To just get the cooldown refunded anyways back to Symmetra. That was a really weird hold. Now they have to hold back again, but they do have more time than the opposing team did last time around. The blue team's going right into it, trying not to let them set up thoroughly set up here. Junkrat's splashing the damage already. Finds the pick on Lucio. Far with the ultimate. It's on the front line, McCree down. Looking like they're trying to stop this Bastion with the ultimate. It's gonna be enough to stop Bastion's end of his ult. Resurrect Bastion. Bastion once again dead. A high noon from McCree cleaning up 2 of them. Not sure what's going on here. Diva even took the shield generator. Blue's just steamrolling the map from the momentum of the first push. They just coming in 1 by 1. 5-man Earthshatter, but no one is up. Not gonna be enough. Yep. Sadly, that was a nice 5-man Earthshatter, but everybody was trickled coming in 1 by 1. Can't hold like that. Team game. Blue team is gonna take the win on this game.
Hero never dies. I will watch
So Mercy over here with the ultimate trying to get the most of her resurrection to hold too. That was very nice, that Mercy thing. And that was a nice 2-0 game from HCHS Panthers. Sadly, we did not get a third game, but that was a very clean game from HC Panthers with their cheeky Bastion strategy. That was actually a very good, very strategy that held the points so well against Mr. HS Esports. Not too sure what Mr. HS Esports were doing here. They just kind of let themselves get trickled over and over and over.
Don't let it go. I'll breathe you in like smoke. I'll taste that Cuban talk. Only the best for me. Pure as gold. You've got a hold on me. Aiding my revelry. My revelry. I've been running out of time to be wasted. Now I'm running out of air. You're running on my mind. Now I'm awakened, awakened. I've been looking for the light. I'm holding on. I'm trying to lose the fear. It's running on my mind. It's running on my mind. Stay with me tonight, and we can make it better. Just you and running out of time to be wasted. Now I'm running out of air. You're running on my mind. Now I'm awakened, awakened. I've been looking for the light. I'm holding on. I'm trying to lose the fear. It's running on my mind. It's running on my mind. Stay with me tonight.
600 DPI.
home, no place to go, but I don't feel cold. I've been so blind, just lost my mind, but all I have lost I find. Your face reminds me of these games that memories don't erase. I'll never be the same anymore. I'm on the highest top with no control. And you done. I open my eyes, do you remember me? I carried on. Through all of these years, you've been my fantasy. You can take your time. can choose your words. Let me down real easy. Let me down real easy. Well, I'm doing just fine because I cry your lies. You say that it's you, not me. Baby, now that I am free, I want my lips back, my time back, my words like when I said my love back, my life back, my heart, the one that you knew could break, the one that broke.
Hello, everybody. My name is HSEL Elijah, and welcome to the High School Esports League Majors Season 1, Week 1 today. We have an awesome not an Overwatch game that already passed. We have a Rocket League game for you today. And it's quite an interesting one, in fact, that we have home team rivals. We have the MWHS junior varsity team versus the MWHS varsity team. So today is going to be a pretty incredible game as we have two in-house teams going against each other. So as we tell both teams to go, and hopefully the game gets started real quickly, everyone's joining teams. And we are going to get started here in any moment. Best 2 out of 3 Rocket League. Here we go. The first hits here. Looks like the ball is over on the JV side, though. Sykes with the hit. Yurgi with a save, though. Hitting it back over to the side, but Iraq right back in there. Ball gets centered. However, beautiful save. Sykes being aggressive on that ball. Although it does get hit back over to the orange side, but Hyrak just beautifully centering the ball again. Hitting it in! Yurgi, though, with the beautiful save last second here. JV team has the ball. Petition and Sykes with the beautiful alley-oop here. Just keeping the pressure on the JV team here as Petition hits the ball in. Sugar, though, saving it. Attempts to hit it back over to the other side. Ball here still over by JV's goal, but it just can't quite hit the mark here. Sykes hits it right back over, and the ball colliding finally gets hit on over to the varsity team side, but it gets hit right back on over. Hyrak centers the ball, takes a shot. Petition tries to take a shot of his own, but both beautiful saves from Yurgi here. Sugar fighting over the ball here. Hyrak centers the ball, takes a shot. Yurgi, though, with another great save here. Ball is finally hit back over the varsity team side, and quite deep as well. It's over in the corner, but Hyrak was back at the goal, ready for it. Ariel kicks the ball into the goal. Score from sight. 1-0. Varsity team in the lead at this point. But that's only the first goal, and we still have 3.5 minutes left here. Beautiful shot here. Almost a very close save, too. First hit, ball back on over the JV side. It's put back on over there. Ooh, the ball close to the goal here. This could be very dangerous as Sykes attempted it in, but it hits the post. With the save. Getting it back on over to the wall. It's now on the ceiling. The aerial hit's probably going to take by Hyrak into the goal. Sugar with the save. Ball almost goes in, though, but it hits the post and comes right back out on Hyrak. Hits it back over to his teammates. Beautiful pass here. Sugar barely missing the ball in the air. Petition getting it back over in the air. Center here. Hyrak will get the score. No, he won't. Hits it back up into the air. Petition takes a shot. Yurgi, though, in the goal, ready to save. The ball is hit back over the varsity side. Sugar has it. Psyched. Hits it back on over, though. Ball is just kind of all around. Back on over the varsity team side here. Sugar hitting the ball back on over to the Summit side. Ball is in the middle of the air now. It's centered for the junior varsity team. Petition taking the pressure on them as the ball keeps the ball on over the side, but Sugar dribbles it on over to the midline here. He gets it past Hyrak. He centers it, takes a shot. Sykes with the save. Petition hit back on over the side. It's going near the goal. Hits the post, very close. Psyched. Attempts to hit it in from behind, and Hyrak finally gets the alley-oop. Ball goes in. 2-0 varsity team. Look at this beautiful play here. Oh, beautiful pass here. We don't know if it was intended, if it was on accident, but it was still a very, very nice play. Oh, here. Already on the JV side. They're not having much luck in these early hits. The JV side seems to be getting the lesser hand of these. Although this time they're actually at an advantage, I would say, this as long as the ball's been on the varsity side at the beginning of the game. But not for long, though, as they're all out of position, and Syke takes the shot. Barely misses it in just by sheer luck that it hits the post. All the JV team were out of position for that, and they know it. but now the JV team was that 2 saved by Yurgi Baby. The varsity team just keep putting the pressure on here. They're quickly able to get the ball back to the center here, but everyone's out of position. Sugar is easily gonna be able to get this goal. Scores 2-1 varsity team. JV are making a comeback here. That was a misplay from the varsity team. And if they could capitalize on another misplay like that, the JV team could quickly get the score back up to 2-2 and could potentially be in the spot to take the first game. 1 minute and 23 seconds left. JV team finally looks like they're taking a bit more of an aggressive play here. They are very much hitting the ball and keeping it on the varsity side, except for that play there where it's now on their side, but that could have been completely on purpose. And look at this. This pass is onto the varsity team side. The ball is centered. Sugar barely misses it. Centered again. They get the goal in, and Candy Stroog does hit it in. Look at this. Beautiful play here off the wall. Double team. It looks like Yurgi hit Canis into the ball here. That was actually a pretty nice play. Score is 2-2 here. Varsity team gets the first hit on the ball. It's back on over their side, though. Centered for them again. Varsity team were very strong early game. Now, not too much, but the tide could quickly turn here. But the JV team also was being a lot more passive in the early game. They're being very aggressive now, I think. Whereas I think the varsity team has just turned onto a more passive stand. Sykes and Hyrak have had some very active and very aggressive plays. But the JV team have just been killing it with their re-aggression. But the ball is here. They're just keeping it on their side. Hyrak, though, getting the ball back on over. The ball is centered for JV team until Canistrug hits it back on over. Centered again. Petition attempts to pass it back over here. And unless someone makes a goal in the next couple seconds, demolition from Petition. Unless someone makes a goal in the next couple seconds, we are going to go into overtime in the first game here. Psyched. It's back on over, and the ball finally touches the ground. Overtime here, 2-2. Whoever hits this goal takes the first game in the match. MWHS varsity versus junior varsity. Aggressive plays here from junior varsity, and they're out of position. Barely missing the ball. It hits the post. Yuri Baby attempts to go in for the kill, and so does Canistrug. Now the ball is just nowhere to be seen, and the varsity team has it. Looks like the JV are all caught up, but they are quickly back to their post here. Centered again. Sugar taking the aggressive play here and bringing it back on over the other side, but Psyched capitalizing on his short pause to hit the ball back over, but now it's back on over their side. Ball is back. Ball is on the JV side, centered in the air. If someone can hit a beautiful bicycle kick, they could be quick goal, and Hyrak does it. 3-2 varsity team. Varsity team take the first match. Beautiful play from JV team. Very close game, actually. That was very close. All in all, there were some very, very beautiful plays that game. There were some very, very beautiful plays in that. JV really, in the beginning of the game, they played a lot passively. They were mostly on their own side, and they were just like really goaltending the whole game, or they were really just protecting their goal most of the game, or most of the early game. So it was really interesting to see that very aggressive plays coming out from after the first 2 goals. I think they said to themselves, look, we need to take the aggressive here. We can't just like go down like this. So it was very nice. Well, and the varsity team started going on the passive, little passive towards the end there too. So interesting. So it was interesting, and hopefully we'll see much better plays in the second game here. It's over on the ball is on the varsity team side. JV is keeping up their aggression from the last game. Varsity is just ready for it. The ball is over near JV goal until Sugar hits back on over the halfway point here. Maybe with the bicycle kick attempting in the goal, but they were ready for it. Varsity team was in position. Now Hyrack is going to hit back on over to their side. For positioning here, it's centered. Sykes could get a goal here, but Yergy Baby with the save. Ball is back on over to the varsity side with position quickly hitting it back on over. Ball is centered again. This could be a goal, but the Swift coming out here as JV block him. Ball is back on over. Petition though in the goal, ready to hit back on over. Sykes centering the ball here. Petition couldn't get the goal. He barely misses it. Just ran out of boost here. He's keeping the ball, is dribbling it on his head alone, surrounded by the three JV players. Hyrack taking the shot. Syke barely missing the pass. They're out of position here. Hyrack though taking the ball away from Sugar. Taking a shot from himself. Yergy Baby though with the save. It was a little out of play though. Ball centered by Syke. This could be a goal. So Sugar hits back on over the other side. Hyrack training it back on over. Canistrug and him were both ready for that. Unfortunately, Canistrug got the upper hand on that, but it was quickly hit back on over. Now it's back on over on the varsity side. Here's Sugar centering the ball. Could this be a goal? He goes for the hit. Hyrack though with the block, and then Yergy Baby there to steal the goal. Great pass from Sugar. Look at this. Hyrack hits it, but unfortunately, the laws of physics apply here in Rocket League. The ball is stopped in its place, which allows them to put that easy goal. 1-0, JV team are in the lead for the first time in this set of matches here. Petition though has the ball over on their side. It looks like they're playing a little more aggressive here. Ooh, beautiful shot from Hyrack. Looks like the varsity team is playing a little more aggressive here. I think they don't want to lose to the JV team. Ooh, demolition from Sight. You know Sugar was getting close to the goal. And keep in mind, demolitions are completely illegal. Some people think they're VM, but they're completely legal. They're strategies, actually, to demolish someone on the enemy team, or sometimes even your own teammates. Ball is... The JV team are putting a lot of pressure on the varsity team there. Oh, what was that snipe? Let's take another look at this. Psyched the snipe from the back line there. Wow, that was incredible, actually. What a snipe. JV were completely out of position there. 1-1 now. Could it be 1-2? Hyrack hitting the ball in the air. Getting it all over to the goal. Syke looks like he tries to center it, but very minorly misses the ball here. Sugar has the ball, dribbling it back on over to the varsity side. Bounces the ball off the wall, centers it until Hyrack is dribbled. T-center it. Yergy Baby center it again. Ball is centered now. Syke tries to uncenter it. Could be a goal. Yergy Baby hits it in. Hyrack though to block it until it dribbles on over his head. Yergy Baby gets the goal here. Let's take a look at this. Not a lot of power from either player here, which is why the ball didn't really go anywhere. But very, very interesting overall. 2-1 here, JV. This could be a JV win, but still 2 minutes left. Anyone's game, Rocket League. Here, ball is on over JV side. Beautiful center and hit. Psych, their Petition could get a goal here. Unfortunately, hits just a little bit too high. Ball's able to go back on over JV's. I mean, the varsity side. Hyrack, though, thankfully, was in the goal. Otherwise, that was a very easy goal for Yergy Baby. He hits it in. Can they block the Sugar? With the save. Very nice. And now the ball is back on over the varsity side. Centered. Hyrack. Ooh, that was the play from him. He was hitting it against the top of the goalpost, so it didn't get enough leeway to go down and get hit in by the junior varsity team. Ball is still over by the varsity team's goal, though. The JV team do, in fact, have the upper hand here, I believe. 1 minute and 10 seconds left here. The varsity team really have to do something here. And they do something. They get a goal here. 2. Anyone's game here, though, with a minute left. We could be seeing another overtime, or we could not. But both teams have been showing pretty equal amounts of skill here. I think the JV, quite in this game, have come up to be greater. I say that, but then Syked gets another goal here, putting him at 2 goals for this game. Wow, the varsity team take the upper hand here. If the JV team doesn't get another goal in the next minute, this is a varsity team win here. But as I was saying before, equal amounts of skill here, but I think the JV team are just showing a little bit better amount of skill as they score a goal for themselves. 3-3 with 44 seconds left. Still anyone's game here. Versus from the varsity side, but then quickly rebounded back onto their side here. Petition on the wall. When the ball here, you're going to be taking it. Haymeyer, Hayark hitting it back over the other side, but Hannah Strug getting the bicycle kick. Ball is back over JV side. Sugar though, dribbling back. Hayark taking it back over. You're going to be hitting it back over the varsity side. Petition though is back there to rebound it. Sugar is there to catch it though. Hayark demolishes Sugar, however, and allows Syke to take the ball and dribble back on over to the JV side. It's center now, but Syke has no teammates. He's all alone. So unfortunately, the JV team were able to pick that ball. The ball is centered now here. The varsity team could get a goal, and they do! Hayark scores, making a score 4-3 varsity team. Now the JV are in a very, very big pickle here. If they can't make this initial hit and get a goal right off the bat, it will be a varsity win here. 4 seconds left. The ball is hit on the varsity side here. With 1 second left, it does not look like it's going to be a goal for the JV, really, unless they can hit it over. Are they in position? No, they're not. Varsity team takes the game 2-0 against JV. All in all, very impressive game, I think. All in all, very impressive game, I think. Everyone was just... So yeah, it was very good match, I think, especially in the first map. The JV team started off very defensive. Sorry about that. So as I was saying, in the first part of the first match, the JV team was playing very defensive, and we saw a lot of aggressive plays from the varsity team. However, after the first 2 goals from the varsity team, when it was 2-0 in that first game, we saw a very quick change of play style from the junior varsity team. They quickly started becoming more aggressive and forced the varsity team on the defensive, which allowed them to score 2 goals of their own. Then ultimately, the varsity team was able to pull out the final goal, which allowed in the overtime, allowing them to take the first game. And then I liked in the second map, the junior varsity kept on the aggressive. It looks like they were going to win there for a while, and so the varsity team were able to pull those 2 goals out, which was very impressive. So all in all, I think that was a good match. GG to both teams. It's a very, very good match to watch, and I'm sure it was better for fun. So Twitter, I'm just going to turn this back over to you. Thank you all for watching. This is all from me, and I will see you guys tomorrow.
you. I